Yo, Grady Man 321, and it is a beautiful day on a Wednesday, November the 7th. Tonight I will be heading out with my son Sal to register for the Tony Robbins Unleash the Power Within, the UPW, and that starts tomorrow morning, and it's going to be amazing. Super looking forward to it. I'm going to actually be as offline as possible with as limited computer access and telephone access as possible as well. I hope this is going to be a life-changing experience for my son Sal. I'm pretty optimistic it will be. I think he needs it. I've been a fan of Tony Robbins for decades. I remember growing up practicing. I was one of those I was a night owl. I was up all night practicing, and there's usually nothing on television. I remember when Tony Robbins was doing his infomercials and just calling up his hotline going, listen, I'm just as broke as Tony was. Can you give me the deal? Can you give me this deal for free and I'll pay you back? And they're like, no, sorry. And they'd hang up on me, or asking my mom for the money, and she'd be like, oh, you're already motivated. We don't need to, motivate you some more. Gosh, what I would have done if I would have gotten those, how different would I have been if I would have gotten one of those cassettes I think he was selling at the time. I don't even think CDs were around back then, but yeah, man. So we'll see him tomorrow, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be hopefully a life-changing event. What's going on with me? So I had asked all my teachers to send me some videos of introduction videos. So basically it's a recap. So a student comes in and they say, hey, how you doing? I wanted to recap the lesson, so when you go home today you'll remember what we did. It's like a video introduction of what to expect. It gives students the ability to really come in and say, this is what you did, recap them, go over any of those things, kind of establish a kind of culture that we have at the school, in that we send MP3s out to our students, which is super important. We do that all the time, and I wanted each teacher to provide me a video of their introduction lesson, and that they can send it out to their trials and their beginners for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, if it's a trial that comes in and they're on the fence and they're trying out other schools, well, I doubt any other school is going to send a recap video lesson privately or personally to that particular child or parent. So I think that's super duper important. So also I guess it's developing, like I said, that culture of what we do at the school, because we do send MP3s to all the teachers or to all the students that come for their lesson, which is super important. So we do that as well. So, of course, only 2 of my teachers, actually no, I shouldn't say, 3 of my teachers out of the 9 sent me over videos, but it was great. It was really, really awesome. They did a great job, and I think it's going to really help. I'm doing some number crunching here, and I noticed that from September, October, and I guess the beginning of November, we had an 86% retention rate, both years in a row. Literally almost the same exact retention rate. I would think that last year we had a 65% retention rate. This year, I should say that, no wait, this year we had a 65% retention rate from January to the end of June. Last year we had, I think, a 75% retention rate for the same time. Just going back and figuring out what was different, the big differences here, we had 2 teachers with us for a while. They left, and we had more than 2 teachers that left. I got rid of a lot of teachers simply because they weren't following, or they weren't fitting into our culture. And that could have been a lot of the reason. However, I had a teacher or 2 whose new students they were not able to hold on to. After trying a little bit more, I learned that it was, I think, because of the schedule conflict. So we didn't lose the student, they just went to other teachers. So, there's always a reason. I just want to bring that 65 to 85, 90 retention rate. If I can get a steady 85% retention rate for an entire year, I think that would be great. Scott remains top all the time with Nikki Sticks. Nikki Sticks is the newest teacher. No, I shouldn't say he's the newest teacher. He's the main drum teacher now. He's been with us, since he's been like 10 years old. He started taking lessons with us. Took lessons from some phenomenal teachers, that we had. He taught in my son's band. We did like 5 years of that. Comes with a lot of playing live experience, a lot of recording experience. Phenomenal teacher. He's like 19 years old. Kid's making a lot of flipping money, and he's got almost 100% retention rate. He's phenomenal. So we got some great talent. Gotta say, great talent. And then we got Tony at the front desk who takes care of everything. So totally grateful for all this stuff. If I was to sum up this whole video, besides the retention, which is going really well, it's going to see Tony Robbins, and I think it's super duper important that you always invest in yourself. Out of all the people I told, there was one person I had a great conversation with in my office, and she said to me, when people invest in themselves, it's so important, because you should be your most important investment. And once you're invested in yourself and you're in a good place, everything else kind of lines up, and she's totally right. So invest in yourself. That's going to be the title of this. Super important. As far as the student retention goes, we'll fix that, but the videos are coming along really well. I'll put that also in the context as well. If anybody ever wants to visit any of our stuff that we're posting online to date, sorstorage@gmail.com, and that's basically the storage where we put all of our MP3s and files that we send out to the students so they can practice. Lots of great things going on, man. Couldn't be happier. This is Grandyman321 checking out, and if I don't talk to you throughout the next 4 or 5 days, it's because I'm with Tony Robbins. Unleash the power within. I'll see you on the flip-flop.